INDECOM Commissioner is again calling for the use of body-worn cameras during planned police operations. 300 pounds of cocaine seized in St. Andrew. Woman attacked policeman all the way in a police station. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, is reporting 10 fatal shootings by the security forces since the start of this new year. Independent Commissioner Hugh Faulkner is again calling for the use of body-worn cameras during planned operations. Mr. Faulkner argued that body-worn cameras provides advantages in the investigative and justice process by capturing a neutral, holistic, and impartial record of incidents and events. He said last year the Director of Public Prosecution ruled that charges be laid against members of the security forces in 24 cases which was submitted by them. 8 of the cases involve fatal shootings. One of the 8 cases involved a member of the Jamaica Defense Force, while the remainder involved members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. 2024 recorded 189 fatalities, which was an increase of 34 on the 2023 figures involving the security forces. A man was fatally shot by the police at his home in Montague Street in Rollington Town, Kingston on Tuesday morning. The deceased has been identified as Akeem Chance. The circumstances surrounding the shooting incidents are not yet clear, and according to residents in the area, Chance was not a troublemaker. A St. Thomas woman accused of defrauding at least 3 people of a total of $1.2 million while posing as a travel consultant who could supply Canadian work permits has been charged. She is 31-year-old Rakeem Rashina Ramsey, a secretary of Cottage Lane in Yallasin, St. Thomas. Ramsey is charged with fraudulent conversion, obtaining money by false pretense, and conspiracy to defraud. And it's reported that between November 11 and December 12 of 2024, Ramsey, posing as a travel consultant, solicited $409,500 from each of the 3 complainants under the guise that she could supply Canadian work permits. The police said Ramsey was not able to return any of the money as she had used it for her own benefit. She was subsequently arrested and charged based on complaints, statements, and a question and answer session, police added. The local narcotics police and its international partners are investigating a suspected major international cocaine network which is operating on the island, and this follows the seizure of nearly 300 pounds of cocaine at a St. Andrew apartment complex last week. Some 295 pounds of cocaine with a street value at over $500 million US was seized at the apartment in Charlton Court in St. Andrew. Property manager has now been charged in connection with the seizure. He's 63-year-old Alan Patrick Constable. He has been charged with possession of cocaine, dealing, trafficking, and conspiracy to traffic cocaine. It's reported that about 10:50 a.m., a team of police personnel acting on the information intercepted a grey Toyota Hiace motor vehicle at the gate which led them to an apartment. A search of the apartment and the vehicle uncovered 122 parcels of cocaine. Superintendent Sam Blake, head of the FNID, said the substantial seizure is a significant blow to narcotics traffickers. Meanwhile, a woman is in police custody and expected to be charged with assault following an altercation with a policeman in the guard room of the St. Anne's Bay police station on Sunday. The woman and the police officers were both treated at hospital for injuries sustained during the incident. It's reported that about 10 a.m., a man was being arrested at the station when his sister arrived and inquired about him. She became enraged and used indecent language towards the policeman after she was informed that her brother was in custody. The woman was then told to desist, but she continued. The policeman attempted to arrest her, but was allegedly struck on the left side of the forehead and in the face with the woman's cellular phone, resulting in bruises and swelling. She was subdued by other police officers. The injured cop and the woman who complained of pain in her hand was taken to hospital, where they were both treated and released. The woman was then taken into police custody. There was a shooting at the Spanish Town Hospital in St. Catherine on Monday night after a man said to be of unsound mind reportedly threatened a security guard with a knife. Jacqueline Ellis, Chief Executive Officer of the hospital, said the man was shot by security guards at the Accident and Emergency Department after he refused instructions to discard a weapon, and he's being treated at the same facility. Miss Ellis said the preliminary investigations indicates that the man was seeking treatment but became agitated when he was asked to wait. The security officer asked him to sit under the tent while she went to retrieve the person who dealt with psychiatric care. But within a minute, The man came back and he began behaving impatient and advanced at the security with a knife, said Miss Ellis, and this led to the man being shot. And he's now undergoing treatment at the hospital. On to sports, the Republican-led U.S. House of Representatives on Tuesday passed a bill severely restricting transgender athletes from participating in girls' and women's sports. The legislation would bar transgender students from female teams at any school or university that receives federal funding, although its adoption by the Senate and pass into law is unlikely. And this bill defines sex as based solely on a person's reproductive biology and genetics at birth and restricts transgender athletes from participating in athletics activities designed for women or girls. Meanwhile, corporate area winners Kingston College and St. Andrew Technical High School swept the ISA All-Island Junior Football titles after beating rural champions Glenmore High and Mannings High School in the playoff held at Glenmore High yesterday. Kingston College beat Glenmore High 3-0 in the Burger King Under-14 finals before Stats routed Mannings 7-0 in the mighty Malt Under-16 finals. Javan Buckridge scored a hat-trick to lead Kingston College, and he found the goal in the 28th and the 45th minute and a minute into added time. In the Under-16 game, two players, Shakina Grant and Christiana Brown, scored doubles for Stats as they trashed the two-time rural champions Mannings High. And if you missed the news on this station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep us going. That's news and sports on your favorite radio. My name is Mikey Bones. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I gone.